Good afternoon, everyone, evening, morning, whatever it is where you are. Hello and good. This is garden tour 13, and things look different this week in the garden. I'm gonna start over at the carrot box thing because it's pretty exciting. So lift up this great thing. Ooh, this is hard to do one-handed. Here we go. I just watered, so they're a little bit smushed, but we've got some germination. Yay! And some of them are even like getting true leaves, which is awesome. And this week I planted 4 more rows of carrots and 4 more rows of parsnips. So that's really exciting. This great thing has been working very well. We haven't had any issues since. If the little like weird light issue that has been in this corner has been driving you crazy the last few weeks, let me tell you, it's been driving me crazy the last few weeks too. And I finally figured out what it was. I had one of those like glass screen protectors on my phone, and there was a crack that was right by the camera, and that's what was doing it. Problem solving. So there are some changes in the garden this week, and I'm really excited to show you. First thing is I moved my Diplodania so it was hanging. All my other hanging baskets are just dead except for my woolly thyme, which I'll show you because it's amazing. And so I thought, you know what, the crooked tomato cage isn't really doing it for me, so let's just move it. I love this thing. I'm gonna bring it inside for the winter. It is a perennial, so it should survive, but I'm just gonna bring it inside so it doesn't die, because look at it. So pretty. The beans are really looking sad. You can tell they're thinning out. I think we're basically at the end of the rope. So I've left a bunch to get really big and fat on the one stem. And I'm pretty sure it's this one here. So I'm thinking of cutting away a few at the bottom and planting some more peas, because I have peas here, which are really starting to get big, which is excellent. So the tomatoes are really, they're kind of in their prime right now. Every day I come out and there's more red in the garden, and we've been harvesting them a lot. So that's what I'm most happy about this week. Also, my peppers are doing better. They're starting to mature and turn colors. That one's almost, both of these ones are almost ready, but the bottoms are very green still. Over here, I have some, they're still green, but this is probably the biggest pepper I've ever grown, and it's doing very well. Like, it's firm and feels like it has thick walls, so that's exciting. Maybe I'll get some peppers. Actually, I'll show you one I did harvest today. I did harvest this one today because it's fully red. I should have harvested it a couple days ago because here it's kind of gone soft. And also there's like mold. Yuck. I don't like that. But I think I could cut this piece away and at least use this half. I don't know, but there's my first ever fully red pepper. Maybe not. I think that still counts. This week I started properly ripping things out and getting ready for fall. So I ripped out one of my Tomatillo plants, and the other one I cut it back a little bit. I ripped out a few sunflowers, and I ripped out that zucchini. Well, let me show you. See, so this half of the bed is pulled out. The white tabs you see are turnips, and the yellow tabs are beets that I've planted. And then over here, the front half of this bed has been empty most of this time. I mean, there were onions all here, which didn't work out. And this was supposed to be radishes and carrots. Well, it was radishes. I pulled the carrots out, got a couple little baby carrots. So I've got dragon's tongue bush beans, so you can see a few that I have starts, and then the blue tabs are some seeds I put in, and then these two like teal colored ones are kale. I think I planted red Russian kale and I forget the name of the other kale, but it's like really frilly and fancy. It had a faster maturity, so I thought, oh, I'll try that. It sounds good. And the description sounded really tasty, so I thought, okay. We're not huge kale fans, but I like that it's good for you. I'm trying to be more open-minded about food. So I'm gonna try, like, we've really only tried it in salad. I've never tried cooking it, so I thought it would be good for like soups and stuff. So that's why I'm deciding to grow it. You can see that my basil, it's starting to look unhealthy. I could probably pull this out soon. The other one too is not looking fabulous. I wonder if I should check to see how many days I have left in my season, because I'm pretty sure basil is quick to mature. I didn't grow it from seed this year. I got those starts. But I'm pretty sure basil's quick to mature, so I might be able to sneak some in, because it's not like it has to really fully mature. Oh, I wanted to show you guys these sunflowers. Check it out. They're so pale. I've never seen such pale yellow sunflowers. They're really pretty. Like, so pretty. I think this color is my favorite one. They're beautiful. I love the little sunburst action. It's so cute. My Chinese red noodle beans are really doing well. They're starting to get big. So I'm really excited. I can't wait for them to really start to climb. Once my tomatoes start sort of petering out, I'll probably be quick to pull them out even if they're not fully finished, just to give these guys as much light as possible since the days are getting quite a bit shorter. I'm pretty sure they're that very light yellow because they're not getting enough sun. The ginormous sunflower has drooped. So has this one, has drooped. Let me see. Ding, ding. Here's my dead mint plant. Look at that droop. Chipmunks haven't found it yet. I'm tempted to climb up there and like put a bag around it, because the sunflower seeds from that one would probably be really yummy to like roasted and seasoned. But I have to beat those little chipmunks to it. Here is my Tomatillo plant that I just kind of cut back. But you know what? It's every day it's getting more like sick looking and not great. So I think I'm just gonna pull it out. Here are my celery. They are really looking great, huh? Like, but I just don't know when to blanch. I have Googled it and Googled it of like how to know when to start blanching your celery. When do I start blanching my celery? And I just keep finding like how to blanch your celery, but nothing about when to blanch your celery. There are little voles living under my beds. They don't seem to be harming my plants at all, so I don't care, they're fine. But it's really funny because I'll be like working away and you'll see one pop out and be like, ah, person, and pop back in. It's really cute. They're so tiny. They're really cute. But yeah, as long as they're not hurting my plants, then that's fine. They can live under my beds. So I think I solved a little mystery this year, or this week. As many of you who've been watching my videos probably know, I've really struggled with keeping up with watering, which I'm so frustrated by, because I'm like, I got really good soil. I got sheep manure that was 3-year composted sheep manure, and I heavily mulched, and I'm still having to water once, even twice a day, and I water really deeply, like I do the whole thing. And so this week, when we were preparing the ends of the beds for those seeds I put in, I bought just some composted manure from the store. I know it's not ideal, but I couldn't find anyone who was getting rid of manure right now. So I scraped back the mulch, and the soil was like bone dry. And we had just really, really watered it. So I think the problem that I've had is that the topsoil we got for free, I think it was just really, really junky. The other thing is, I wonder if when we first put the soil in, and I could be totally wrong, this is just me free thinking, but I feel like what we should have done was like soaked the soil, let it sit for a few days, and then mulched it so it started full of moisture. I think that would have worked better, but I could be wrong. That could have been a disaster. So, lesson learned. So I think that's why I've been having so much trouble with watering, which makes me feel a lot better about myself. So some things I'm going to do to try and fix it are, I think what I'm going to do is get in the flower bed. So I pulled out all the flowers that are spent and like really weeded it. And I think I'm going to go buy some like clover cover crop seeds and plant it all throughout that bed for the fall. And then in the spring, I'll just turn it into the soil, and then we'll use that again. Because, like, especially the flower bed, because we didn't mulch it, it's just like cement. It's terrible, terrible soil, which is so frustrating, because I was so excited about, like, that we actually got good soil and we didn't have to spend money on it. Oh well. I also just want to say hello. I have a ton of new subscribers just from this week. I'm co-hosting the Harvest Moon giveaway, and so I've got a lot of new subscribers from that video. And so I have a lot of people who are not gardeners on my channel now. Most of my subscribers, if not all of you, were gardeners, and now there's a lot of knitters and crocheters. So hello, I'm also a knitter. Just recreationally. I actually haven't really knit much since I had my baby, even when I was pregnant, which is funny. I felt terrible though when I was pregnant. So hello, welcome. I'm gonna wrap it up here. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm sure I'll see you again very soon. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope your garden looks absolutely beautiful, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.